I have been speaking for 34 minutes, so my voice is about to give up. Hello people, welcome back to my channel. In this monthly favorites video, I will be talking about different products, but this time I am going to do only like 2 skincare stuff, and the rest are like apps, learning platforms. So let's see what they are. First thing I wanted to talk about are the CosRX original clear pads, and these are like toner pads that you use after you are done cleansing. And I have used this 2 years ago. I have like more intense acne going on, so I was like, let's look into the ingredient and think why it works. So the first ingredient that it lists is the Salix alba or willow bark water. It is a BHA like salicylic acid, or at least 10 times more gentle than actual salicylic acid. How you use this product is you just take one of the toner pads. After cleansing, you wipe gently all around your face and neck, and then you discard it. And it definitely calms your acne, number one, which it is supposed to do, but it also is very hydrating, so it is not like astringent when you are trying to dry up your acne, like using alcohol or astringent based stuff. In India, you can get it at nykaa.com. The next and final skincare product that I enjoyed using this month, which was new for me, was this Aquel bubble-free pH balancing cleanser. It has a pH of 5.5. What I read from this research article, it means that our skin's pH preference is like around or less than 5. So it is less stripping than the other cleansers out there, which has this really foaming quality, and then after you cleanse your face, it leaves like a really dry and tight skin. This was not foaming face wash, so you won't get that satisfaction with this cleanser. So this is a gel cleanser. You won't get a satisfying foam, but it will satisfyingly clean your face, okay? It smells heavenly, luxurious. I mean, it's an experience. Skincare is done. Let's focus on self-betterment. So the third thing I wanted to share was about this learning platform called Skillshare. I'm not saying that everybody has to do this, but if you want to make time to learn something new or learn on a skill, especially creatively, Skillshare is one of those wonderful or great platforms that I have been using since February, and it has a lot of other topics, like you can learn animation, like painting or illustrating, editing, shooting videos, making movies, and photography. You don't have to commit like totally, but if you use like a code from a YouTuber, you usually get 2 months of free subscription, and that's what I tried like first. And if you really enjoy using it for the 2 months, then you can like subscribe or monthly, or you can do like a yearly premium subscription. You can learn so many things, and I feel like that is just like a really small investment on yourself, and you gain so much from it. So what I have been using it for was first to learn editing in Final Cut Pro, especially for YouTube. And I went through this course and I learned the basic Procreate illustration by this class, right? And I have been doing this course, which is like a 14-day watercolor drill. I really wanted to work on my watercoloring skills. So that was Skillshare. Third one is going to be a big and deep one, and that is podcasts. So I've been listening to more inspiring and more like spiritual. So 2021 especially has become more of a year of self-introspection for me, and I wanted to put myself under the magnifying glass or like the microscope, especially the negative thoughts. What is ego and all that kind of messy things that everybody deals with. So I first started with Lavendaire. She has a podcast basically focused on self-discovery and how to design your life and how to figure out what your purpose in life is, that kind of thing. And from that I shifted to Deepak Chopra. As a podcast, like a mini series called Infinite Potential. He invites doctors, researchers, physicists. My favorite podcast of the whole series was the architect Michael Arad. Michael Arad is the guy who designed the Trade Center Memorial in New York City, and it looks like this. It is beautiful. I have been there. It was just one of those really inspiring, and whenever I visit a place, especially a historical place, I will have a totally different view. I started listening to Oprah's Super Soul. I remember like distinctly it's Michael Singer and Eckhart Tolle. There's also another podcast where it's called Masterclass, really famous and inspiring people sharing their stories. My favorite one was the Masterclass by Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou is this African-American poet. I was really intrigued about her life, and that Masterclass also like hit right here. It was very inspiring, and I think you should definitely listen to the Masterclass given by Maya Angelou on Oprah's podcast. Listening to all of these different podcasts and all of these different inspiring people, what I noticed is that they had certain commonalities. Most of them had like a really strong mind and strong will, really strong sense of self, especially self-awareness, and they also had a really strong sense of what their purpose in life is. They say that they weren't born with this quality or with these qualities, and they actually worked on themselves. And to gain self-awareness, they recommend doing meditation or practice meditation. My next thing I wanted to share with you that I enjoyed using this month is this meditation app. It's called the healthyminds app. It is a guided meditation app. It is free. It's also made in collaboration with actual neuroscientists who have been researching on meditation and their effects. You start with a self-assessment, or after that self-assessment, you begin the actual practice. You can either do a sitting meditation or an active meditation. The duration ranges from 5 to 30 minutes. You have a male and a female voice option, which is great. In between every practice session, there is like a tiny mini podcast of 5 or 6 minutes where they teach about actually researched data and findings about meditation and habit and neuroscience and all that kind of cool stuff. You can start by doing these mini sessions of 5 minutes of meditation. It just makes meditation doable. That is it for this month's monthly favorites video. I know it was slightly different than the previous ones where I just recommend you about products, as we are going through, India especially is going through the second wave of COVID, and it just made me handle this chaos a little better. Don't go out if you don't have to. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds with soap. Please wear a mask if you are going out, and be a good citizen. With that, I'll see you in my next video. Toodles. Okay, bye.